What is up, people, and welcome back to the 2 Laps Down Championship Challenge. Last time around at the Austrian Grand Prix. If you haven't already seen that episode, go check that out because that was such a good race for us, so much happening, and yeah, probably the best race of this series so far. But last time around at the Austrian Grand Prix, we got our second race win of this championship, our first one coming at the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. So it looks like the tracks with the A do suit us, although at Australia we only got 9, so maybe that is not the case. But I asked you guys what track you would like to see next, and you guys have chosen the Chinese Grand Prix. If you are new to this series as well, basically we start at the back of the field, we go 2 laps down, and then we try and work our way back through the field, unlapping ourselves and try and win the race across a whole entire championship calendar. So yeah, it is quite tricky. However, we are on very easy AI, so that does make it easier, but we usually end up getting to the leaders by around the last couple of laps. That's what's happened over the last couple of episodes. So yeah, that is the series if you are new to it. Of course, we are driving in the Manor as Rio Haryanto with all cars on their realistic settings. So we're driving in the worst car on the game. So yeah, it's very, very difficult here today. But let's have a look at the race strategy for today's test. And they want me to start on the soft tyres, then go on to another set of softs, and then go on to another set of mediums. So I could start on the mediums and go for and use the tyre wear glitch that is on the game at the moment, but I feel like that's kind of cheating it a little bit, so I'm going to stick with the strategy that they've recommended. Go for lots of lots of soft tyres and then a set of mediums. So that is what we're going to be doing here today. Hopefully the tyres last. They should do. I'm quite good with the tyres. We're going to load up with fuel, so we have loads of rich mix. And without any further ado, I will see you guys when we go 2 laps down. Okay then, here they come. I'm lining up on pole position. I believe this is pole. Yeah, I think this is pole. Ready for all those guys to take part. Why? Why do they always get so close to my car? I'm just scared that one of them's going to go side by side and take me out like this. Oh my god, no, Gutierrez. Oh my god. How the hell did he not hit me? They went side by side, either side of me. What on earth is going on? Felipe Nasser goes past now. We are now 2 laps down, so it's time to get this challenge underway. I'm going to put it up into Rich Mix for a bit. One of you guys in the comments suggested to me to put it into Rich Mix later on in the race. So what I'm going to... Oh, I've already fucked it up. Brilliant. That's what happens when you're really heavy with fuel and your tyres are freezing cold. Doesn't quite work, so we've made a little bit of an extra gap there to Felipe Nasser right now, but I'm sure that we will be able to catch him up within a few corners. So what we're going to do, we're going to put in Rich Mix to catch up, and then once we're in the pack, we're going to put it back down to standard mix because we don't want to burn fuel when we're stuck behind cars. So we're coming up to Felipe Nasser right now, so hopefully we can get past him within a couple of corners. There we go, put it down to standard left-hand side, and then around the outside of Kevin Magnussen in towards his right-hander, and boom goes the dynamite. We are up into what would be P20. Ericsson, where are you going to go, buddy? I'm waiting for you to move over and let me through. Left-hand side, okay, I'll take that. On the left-hand side, of the inside, Jolyon Palmer, break at the 100-meter board, maybe a bit early through that corner, but nevertheless, we get past Palmer. And up next is Danny Kvyat. We get caught on the curve just a little bit. Kvyat and Verline going side by side at the moment. They are going to... Where are you going to go? I'm going to do a little bit of a switchback move on them. Take the inside line. Take a tighter apex there. And there we go. Easy overtake on very easy AI. Moving us up another position. And now we're coming up to quite a bunch of cards. A few guys are already coming into the pits. These are the guys that started on the super soft tyres. I'm going to put it up into Rich Mix just to catch up to these guys, but I should be able to get past them through this corner. It's a long corner, so I expect the very easy AI to struggle here. Around the outside of Alonso, yeah buddy, and then the inside for turn 2. Now behind Jensen Button through turns 3 and 4, left hand side. Thank you very much. Brake late for Roman Grosjean. Can we get up the inside? Little lunge up the inside there of Roman Grosjean. There we go. We don't want to be too impatient. Last round at the Austrian Grand Prix, we were a little bit impatient, especially with that overtake that we tried to do on Felipe Massa up the inside there of, I think that was Sainz. Now around the outside of Perez, and up the inside of Gutierrez as well. Nope, not going to try it. Not going to try. Going to get very close to him, move over to the left-hand side, and go up the inside in towards his next corner. There we go, much easier. Run it a little bit wide, though. That's going to allow him to try and come back at us, but because he's so slow, it's not really going to happen. Up next for us is, who is that? It's Bottas. Bottas in the Williams battling, I think, with Nico Hulkenberg. Oh, losing the back end a bit there in the Force India. So that is up next. We're going to put it up into Rich Mix once again to make it easier to catch up to him. Here we go then, right behind Valtteri Bottas and Nico Hulkenberg at the moment. Are they going to be coming into the pit? Yes, they are. That messes up my braking point. I was not expecting that too much. And after 2 laps, we are already back 1 lap down. So thankfully to the Chinese Grand Prix, because the super soft tyres last like 3 laps, as you can see. 5 laps for those guys, I think. You know, 4 laps because I'm only 1 lap down as I get on the grass because I'm not concentrating. Tip to you guys, if you're going to try this challenge, don't talk at the same time because it definitely doesn't work. Doesn't work at all. But we are back 1 lap down. So we just need to catch up once more. We're going to put in Rich Mick, pump in some qualifying laps and try and catch up to the AI once again. There we go. Someone's just come out of the pits there. Sorry, I wasn't actually paying attention. I was so focused at the moment, I wasn't paying attention there. But somebody has come out of the pits, which can only be Ericsson, because he is right down the back of the field. So we've not even made our first pit stop yet, and the AI have made 2. What sort of strategies are those guys on? I think it is Ericsson. I can't see him. I've left him in my wake right now. He's all the way back there. But we're coming into pits on this lap now, so I do need to check the tyre wear at the moment. What is that actually on? It is on 53 on the rears, so it's not too bad. I mean, we could definitely carry on, but I don't really see the point. We're still set for this 2-stop strategy. Even if we came in the pits a bit later, it would just mean that we could go on a set, maybe set of super softs for a bit, but I don't really see the point in that. So I am going to be coming into the pits this lap, which means we will lose that position that we have just gained on Marcus Ericsson, and also lose out to the guys that are currently just ahead of us on the road. But I don't mind that too much. It just means that we have to lose a bit of time, then just catch it back up within a couple of laps. So it's not going to be too bad. We are definitely going to get onto the lead lap. It's just a case of how many drivers we can overtake. Unfortunately, Verline's come into the pits on this lap. So does that mean I can come into the pits? I think the gap is big enough, but I'm not too sure at the moment. So I don't know. We're just going to have to wait and see. I'm not going to risk it. I'm not going to... Yes, okay, we'll only lose out like an extra 3 seconds, but that's still a 3 seconds that I don't want to lose at all. So we're still good. We're going to carry on for 1 more lap, and somebody else is into the pits as I completely cocked that up. Felipe Nazar has come into the pits, says he was on a set of super soft tyres. That moves up another place, and we should come out in a battle with these guys down in towards turn 1. Carlos Sainz is going to go around the outside of turn 1. Yeah, there we go. Oh god, stay off the grass, stay off the grass. Yes, got it right. Sergio Perez, where are we going to go? Left, left, yes. There we go, up the inside, just about getting the car, turned around there. Whew, made it. Right, who's up next? It is my career mode rival and teammate, Nico Hulkenberg. So right on the tail of Nico, we're going to go up the inside possibly. Yes, there we go, he gives us the room. A lot easier to overtake than he is in my career mode, of course. But there we go, moving up another place. Unfortunately, none of this matters because we will be going to the pits and we will be losing all of these positions once again. So we'll have to get past these guys again, but that's not too bad. It just means it's going to be a lot more fun. As Pascal Wehrlein just up ahead of us, where we're going to go to get past him. A little bit of a switchback move and go up the inside in towards this right-hander. Yeah, there we go, losing the back end a little bit, but we get the position. We move up past him, and we don't want to run out too wide, which we don't. That's very nice indeed. I think Pascal Wehrlein's actually coming back at us right now, but because of the braking zone, which I've actually cocked up and gone into neutral, that's going to allow him to catch up even more. But here we go, coming into the pits now for our first pit stop in this race, going on to a set of soft tyres. Make sure that we don't do a Lewis Hamilton and cock up the pit lane entry, which we don't. There we go. And make sure that we brake at the right time as well. There we go. Right, into the pits. No penalty this time around like we had the Austrian Grand Prix. Our team is going to hopefully put on some soft tyres in supersonic time. We want a 1.9 second stop. Come on, Manor. You can do it. 2.1. That's not too bad. Only 2 tenths slower than what I asked for. And I think I've come out ahead of the 2 Saubers. Yes, I have. There we go. Ahead of Felipe Nasr. They're giving me blue flag, but I think they've realised, there we go, in a couple of corners, that I am actually faster, as there is a yellow flag at the moment. Is that somebody got a puncher? There's nobody out at the moment. So, I think that's only going to be a puncher. Let's just have a little look at who's ahead of us. Right. I'm going to go in. No, can't see anyone there. I think it was in this section. Nope, there we go. Who is it? Who is it? It is Danny Kvyat. Danny Kvyat has a rear left puncher. Now, does he collect anybody? Hopefully, he builds up a huge train, because that's really going to help us in this race. And I think I need to put it back up into rich mix. I haven't actually quite done that yet. Yes, I do. Back up into rich mix. The yellow flag is out at the moment. I think he's probably parked it on the apex, so I do need to be careful about that, which he has done. There we go. And Danny Kvyat in 19th place at the moment. We're going to get an easy overtake on the right-hand side, because he has only really got 3 wheels on his motor at the moment. So that is very easy indeed. Now, up next for me to overtake is the other Manor of Carlos Sainz, which I should hopefully be able to dive bomb him up the inside here. Yes, I do, side by side in towards this left hand. I'm going to give him the room. Don't want to take him out or anything like that. Don't want to do anything silly. But there we go. Moving up another place and past both Toro Rossos. Right then, behind Felipe Massa at the moment. We are going to get DRS on the Williams drive. We're so much quicker out of the corner as well. We don't even have to have DRS. We didn't even need it as we move past him and another driver who had just come into the pits. Danny Kvyat still stuck on the long straight. So will we be able to see him once again? If any leaders catch up to him, there could be a collision. I'm hoping that does happen, especially maybe to Lewis Hamilton, who is leading the championship by quite a margin at the moment. So I need Lewis Hamilton to have problems in today's races. Yellow flag out once again. Kimi Raikkonen's out of the race. I'm guessing that's due to an engine failure. I'm going to see whether he has lost all his wheels. He's on the inside at the moment. And yes, he's just had an engine failure. So nothing too... Actually, I'm going to check that because his car was facing the wrong way. So I'm not too sure why he would have done that. Was that a collision? Or was that something else? I don't think I'm going to catch the full bit of it. Where is he? Nope, he's already out. Okay. I don't actually know what happened to him, but he is... Nope, he is there. Right. You can just see him on your screens. Where is he? He just... Yet engine failure, and he does pull over. Okay, so he pulls over to that little escape road there. Even though he could have gone to the left, he decides to go there, but I suppose it doesn't really matter. He's out of the race. Once again, I think he had a DNF last time, so disappointment there for Kimi Raikkonen as Danny Kvyat still struggling to get back into the pits. It's green flag once again. Up the inside there of Sergio Perez. Oh my god, that was the tiniest little gap that I decided to go for. Do not know why I tried to do that, but, you know, risk a lot, then you get a big reward. So I don't know what I'm saying right now, but that was very, very close. It looks like the leaders are catching up to Kvyat. Will they meet him as he tries to go into the pit lane? Hopefully that does happen. Come on, Lewis. Too busy looking at the mini-map, so I wasn't looking where I was going. That may have been a mistake. It's lost me in position to Sergio Perez, Nico Hülkenberg and Pascal Wehrlein. Danny Kvyat has come into the pits, and unfortunately the leaders did not catch up to him. So that's a little bit disappointing. I was hoping that maybe there'd be a collision back there, but we're just going to have to wait for something to happen later on in the race. As we're now right behind Sergio Perez, bit of a dive bomb move up the inside and of my career mode teammate. I was actually going to say my teammate Nico Hülkenberg, because I'm so used to calling him my teammate. This is my teammate though, Pascal Wehrlein, and we're going to go up the inside. Are we? No, we're not. Can't quite be late enough on the brakes, but he's going to have a bad exit out of that corner, and there we go, getting past him. And now we've got Danny Kvyat, who we should have just overtaken. Yes? Are we up into P21? No? Why are we not up into P21? We've got past Kvyat. Come on, change it. Change it. Kvyat's just come into the pit, surely. Or was that somebody else? Nope, Kvyat's here. Okay, right. Kvyat. This is for 21st position. Making our first proper overtake here on lap 12 of the race. Kvyat lets through Daniel Ricciardo. We're going to follow in the slipstream. Move over to... Oh, nearly actually went straight into the back of him. But there we go. Getting past him and Daniel Ricciardo, who is currently in 10th place. What's going on up here then? We've got a Renault and a Haas up in 8th and 9th position. What on earth is going on with these guys as they're going side by side down in towards the hairpin? This is going to help me out as they are going to compromise each other's lines. So I'm once again, just like I did on a couple of guys earlier, I'm going to go for a tighter line, get the switchback move on them. Down on the power. That was a terrible switchback move. Luckily, I'm a lot faster than these guys, so it doesn't matter too much. And there we go, past both of them, moving up into what would be P8, but we still have to do one more lap to get past them. Lewis Hamilton down in 7th place. That is really good news for us. If he struggles in today's race, that is really going to help us in the championship. Should be able to go up the inside in towards turn 1, which I do. And Fernando Alonso is ahead of him in P6, so should be able to get past this guy within the next couple of corners. Turn 3 and turn 4 maybe. Up the left hand side. Nope, not quite going flat out, but he might lift off through here. No, he doesn't, but we're going to pull over to the right hand side, brake at the 100 meter board, and there we go, up into P6. Jenson Button having a good race here today. He's running in P5 currently. We're going to have a little look up the inside in towards this left-hander, go side by side, and we don't want to take him out because we want him to have a good race. Obviously, as a Jenson Button fan, I would like JB to get some good points here today, get himself back into a championship fight somewhere along the lines. As we have the other Haas driver of Roman Grosjean currently in 4th place. So he's doing a fantastic job for his team as well. So they're both Haas drivers in the points at the moment. That may be because of strategy, but still, great result there for those guys. But we are right behind the Haas driver of Roman Grosjean. Now, he's probably going to be slow through here, so we do need to be careful. Oh my god, we saved it. Okay, we managed to save it. That is why we should be more patient. For goodness sake, Hayden, get more patient. Right, attack on Roman Grosjean number 2. This time going to go up the inside, get close to the Haas driver, maybe a bit too close for comfort through that corner, but we're going to take a little bit of a switchback move to get a good exit on Sebastian Vettel. Try not to lose the back end. Left hand side, side by side, down in towards the next corner. Oh god, this is not a good place to be. Going to brake a little bit and then go up the inside. There we go. Broke a little bit just to sort of get past Vettel and move over to the right hand side. But managed to get past both of those two guys up into what would be P2 right now, and catching up to Nico Rosberg. So I need to put up into Rich Mix. Here we go then, behind Nico Rosberg, who currently leads this Chinese Grand Prix. That's good news for us, but last time around at the Austrian Grand Prix, he was leading that for such a long time, and then unfortunately for him, had that engine failure. So hopefully that doesn't happen here today, and he can keep Lewis Hamilton behind him. But there we go, moving up into what would be the lead of the race, but we are on the lead lap. So that is good news, and now we can try and work our way back along this track, put in some quali laps, and try and get some more overtakes later on. Hoping to possibly catch up to the group once again by around lap 20, maybe 21. Right behind Marcus Ericsson, who has literally just made a pit stop in this race. He's currently down in 19th position. He's on the medium tyres now, cold set of medium tyres, as we nearly actually drive into the side of him, but he does give us the position. And there we go, moving up into P19. We do have to make a pit stop on this lap. We decided not to come in on the previous lap just because we took these tyres on the first stint 1 lap extra, so we can afford to take this set of tyres 1 lap extra as well. And that does mean that we're going to get more grip, and the tyres aren't going to die so quickly when we go onto the medium. So that's the strategy that I'm going for at the moment. Mediums next on this lap. Maybe not actually on this lap, because now Pascal Wehrlein has decided to come into the pits, so we're not actually making a pit stop on this lap because he's going to ruin that. So we're going to have to wait until lap 18, but that does mean that we can catch up to some of the leaders while they're making a pit stop now. Oh god, no, 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 stay straight, that's better. Oh, that was a close one. Right, they're coming out the pits now, so we don't really have to worry about those guys, but we have a couple of drivers just ahead of us. Felipe Nasr, is he going to be coming into the pits? Yes, he is. Felipe Nasr into the pits, and that means that I'm going to get past him, either in his pit stop, which is most likely, or it's going to be just when he exits the pits, but I think it's going to be while he's serving his pit stop. And there he is on the right hand side, not even come into his box yet. There we go, moving up into P18. Up next for us is Max Verstappen in the Red Bull, so he's not having the best of races here today on the super soft tyres, which means he has to make another pit stop very, very soon. So not too sure what sort of strategy they have gone for here today, but the AI making some really weird strategy calls here today. Here we go then, coming into the pits for our second pit stop in this race. Just get the car turned in there, don't want to hit the barrier or do a Lewis Hamilton. Down, do we get the car stopped in time? Just about there we go, losing the back end as we cross the line, just about getting the 50 mile an hour. I think I did put it down to Lemix, not too sure at the end of the day, but are we going to come out ahead of the two Saubers, as it looks like the Red Bull Max Verstappen has just come into the pits. He's gone to a set of medium tyres, which will take him to the end. 2.9 second stop there, man, and not the best. I was hoping for another 2.1. Those two guys are on the left-hand side. Are we going to beat them down in towards turn 1? Yeah, we do. How bad are the Saubers in this game? They must be terrible. I think maybe I made a mistake. I think I might have made a mistake. I should have gone with the Sauber in this challenge instead of Rio Haryanto, because those guys, just look at how far off the pace they are at the moment. They're so far behind. Max Verstappen, not too sure what's going on with him at the moment. He's just ahead of me. But the rest of the guys are a good 30 seconds up the road. So not too sure what those two guys are doing behind me. But Sauber, I think, is definitely the slowest car in the game. Right behind Max Verstappen now, though, as we go through this left-hander in towards the long right-hander. Should be able to get him on the inside through here. Down on the power, side by side with the Red Bull driver. Need to be a little bit careful not to drift out wide, and he's actually taking advantage of that. There we go. Look at the straight line speed there from the Mercedes, and that's because I'm stuck in Limix. What an idiot. But we have got the slipstream, we have got the DRS, following behind Max Verstappen, pull over to the right hand side. He's going to brake very, very early for the corner. We get our braking, maybe not spot on, but a lot better than he did, and we move up into P17. One more driver in the pits at the moment, Kevin Magnussen, as we go and set the fastest lap of the race, and that puts us up into P16. Here we are then right behind Danny Kvyat, who is 1 lap down at the moment, so we're going to put him a lap down. Unfortunately, it's because of that puncher for him. Carlos Sainz on the right-hand side of him. Oh my god, where do I go here? Where do I go around the outside? Yep, there we go. Oh, around the outside of Carlos Sainz. Getting through just about there. Pascal Wehrlein currently running in P14. I'm going to get past him on the right-hand side. Very, very close to the car. That side-by-side action, that was nice there between me and Pascal Wehrlein. But we get past him, move up into P14, and up next is Sergio Perez. Jolyon Palmer into the pits right now. That's going to put me up into P13 with 7 laps left to go. Can we get the race win here today? It's going to be a tough one. I think it is going to be a lot tougher than it was at Austria. We're just going to have to wait and see how this race pans out. We've got Sergio Perez just up ahead of us at the moment. We should be able to get past him through turn 3. So we'll definitely catch up through here. Definitely catch up through turn 2. There we go, right on his tail, turn 3 and turn 4. Nope, not quite able to get past him. Oh, losing the back end a bit more there. But down in towards this hairpin. Should be able to dive up the inside right now. 100 meter board, there we go. Up the inside of Sergio Perez. Felipe Massa, he is currently up next. We're currently, yep, we are still in Rich Mix. Just wanted to make sure of that. And let's try and get past him at the moment around the outside. Oh my god, we made contact. Just a little scrape there with the Williams drivers. We try to squeeze it around the outside. We did have a lot more room, but I want to take it as tight as possible so that I don't lose out too much time going around the outside. As we are right behind Nico Hülkenberg now, who is currently in the top 10. So this is the battle for the points. He's going to brake early into towards this next left-hander. I'm going to try and get the inside line. Come on, nope, nope, impatient. Nope, go on Hülkenberg. Oh no, what have I done? Fuck. Lost the back end there as I just try to put my foot down on the throttle. Ah, no, that's pushed me all the way down to P13. Damn it! Right, here we go then, right behind Sergio Perez. Oh my god, losing the back end there. But we managed to get through anyway. Once again, making the overtake on Sergio Perez. And up next for us is Felipe Massa, who we have already overtaken in this race. But, unfortunately, because of that mistake, we have to do it all over again. We get past him, Nico Hülkenberg, up next, the guy who was a little bit impatient with and decided to go straight into the back of him. Maybe that's karma, because he crashed into me in career mode, but, you know, not too sure about that. Anyway, down in towards this hairpin, we should be able to get the position on Hülkenberg, and there we go. Up the inside, down in towards the hairpin, and moving up into the points. We have some points, ladies and gentlemen, in the 2 laps down Championship Challenge Chinese Grand Prix. Try saying that when you're drunk. That is definitely a mouthful. But up next for us is Esteban Gutierrez, still running in the points. I think his teammate Roman Grosjean is also still running in the points. They are definitely doing a good job here today. But here we are right behind Esteban Gutierrez. We're going to try and get a good exit out of the corner. Not quite as good as Gutierrez, but we are following in the slipstream. We're going to tuck out of that now because I know he brakes very early for this corner. And there we go, moving up into P9. Up next for us is Daniel Ricciardo, trying not to lose the back end there. And we've actually spun it twice on that corner now. So we definitely don't want to do that. But Daniel Ricciardo, he is up next. He's quite a bit further up the road. So we are going to keep it in Rich Mix, try and pump in some good laps and catch up to the race leaders. Right then, on the tail of Daniel Ricciardo, we're not going to try out the inside. I was thinking about maybe having a little look up the inside there, but I thought better of it. We will go up the inside of this corner though. There we go. Ricciardo is completely unaware that I was going to go for that overtake. Had to really swerve over to the right-hand side as he tried to turn in for the apex, as he got caught out just a little bit by my little impatient move there. But now right on the tail of Fernando Alonso. We know the AI are actually quite quick out this corner because it is a flat-out corner. So they aren't doing too badly, but we will follow it in the slipstream. Put it up into Rich Mix just for this straight because we don't want to lose out at all. Follow in the slipstream, use the DRS, move over to the right-hand side. And that is a very easy move at the end of the day. Braking for the hairpin, don't overshoot it. Overshot it quite a bit there, completely missed the apex, but at least we didn't run off the track. On the tail of Jenson Button now, as we put it right back down into standard mix. We want to try and save fuel so we have it to use later on. But Jenson, why are you going so slow out of turn 2? Come on, boy. Speed up. Move over to the left-hand side. And there we go. Maybe just about around the outside. There we go. Overtake Jenson Button, who's actually dropped down a couple of positions. I think that's because Lewis Hamilton has made up some ground. So hopefully he's not too far up the field and only in like 4th or something like that. But we're right behind Roman Grosjean as well. Going to go around the outside of this corner, getting very close to Grosjean like we did with Massa. There we go, up the inside. Yep, there we go. On Roman Grosjean, Valtteri Bottas up next in 4th. We're up into P5, so some good points here today. With 3 laps still to go as well. Here we go then on the back of Valtteri Bottas. Where are we going to go for the overtake? Around the outside of turn 1. Yes, on the inside. There we go. Yeah, there we go. I wasn't too sure about making that move. I didn't know whether Valtteri Bottas would turn in or not. But we did manage to get through. And we are now up into P4 with Lewis Hamilton in P3. So if we can get up into P3 and then possibly get P2 as well, then we can gain some good points on our rival. Damn it, Lewis Hamilton has overtaken Sebastian Vettel for 2nd place at the moment. I'm right behind these two who are having a little bit of a battle right now. Nico Rosberg currently going through turn 3 and 4. So he's quite a bit up the road. 2 seconds behind Sebastian Vettel. They're about 18 seconds behind Nico Rosberg. So yeah, we've got a little bit to catch up over the last 2 laps. But I reckon it could be possible. This could be quite close for the lead of the race. Going to come right behind Sebastian Vettel now. Try and get a good exit to get past the Ferrari driver on the left-hand side. Possibly. Yes, we're going to try it. Around the outside, is Sebastian Vettel going to give us the room? Break at the 100-meter board just a little bit earlier than that. But there we go, moving up into P2. Up past Lewis Hamilton, up into 2nd place on the podium as well. And now we need to catch up to Nico Rosberg. He is the target. If we can get past Nico Rosberg, then that is a whole 8 points gained. 8 points? No, what am I on about? It's 10 points. It's 10 points gained on Lewis Hamilton as I run it a little bit too wide there. Not concentrating. Trying to do maths while driving. It's not good. But 10 points we can gain on Lewis Hamilton in the championship if we get past Nico Rosberg. But it's quite a bit up the road with just over a lap to go. 15 seconds is the gap right now to Nico Rosberg. Will that come down? Well, it will definitely come down. But by how much when we cross the start-finish line? Not probably by a lot because down this straight the AI are very, very quick. Right, down towards the start-finish line now. And the gap is 12 seconds. We've caught up 3 seconds in that sector. And we're a lot quicker through Sector 1 and 2 compared to the AI, compared to Sector 3. So I reckon we've got a good chance of getting in as long as we don't... Oh, we could have run it wide there and completely thrown it all away. No mistakes. No mistakes, Hayden, on this last lap. Please. Gap at the moment to Nico Rosberg. 9 seconds. Another 3 seconds gained. We need to catch up 9 seconds in these final couple of sectors. Come on, come on. Got 2 back markers of the 2 Saubers just ahead of me. They are going to be a little bit of a nuisance. 6 seconds is the gap to Nico Rosberg. I don't... Oh, get out of the way, Nazar! Get out of the way! Oh, thank fuck for that. I don't think it's going to be possible to get Nico Rosberg, but we're going to try all the way down the straight. We are going to put it up into Rich Mix. We do have fuel to burn using DRS. Come on, make a mistake somewhere. Make a mistake in the final couple of corners. I can see him just ahead of me. We're going to go into the back of Ericsson, aren't we? Oh, Ericsson, get out of the way, buddy. No, it's not going to happen. I can see him just there as he goes through the final corner now. He's going to take home the checker flag. He's going to take home the race win. Well done, Nico Rosberg. But still, 2nd place. Not too shabby at all at the Chinese Grand Prix. I'm very happy with that one. And yes, that's some decent points gained on Lewis Hamilton here today. It's only 3 points. But like I said, if we can just keep on gaining points over the course of this championship, then we can definitely battle for the championship title. But there we are on the podium for today's race alongside Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton. And the race results. Nico Rosberg is today's race winner. Good result for him. And he was 9 seconds slower than us every lap. So that sort of shows you that, yeah, the 3-second gap at the end of the race. Just 12 seconds was just a little bit too much. Maybe if it was like 10 or 11, we might have been able to get him. But unfortunately, that just was not the case. And we have to settle for P2. But it's 3 points gained on Lewis Hamilton, 7 points lost to Nico Rosberg, and a lot more points gained to Sebastian Vettel as well. So that's pretty decent in the championship right now. But Nico Rosberg, he wins today's race. I finished in 2nd, Lewis Hamilton 3rd, Sebastian Vettel 4th, Valtteri Bottas in 5th. Then Roman Grosjean, he finished in 6th. Good day for the Haas team here at the Chinese Grand Prix. Jenson Button getting back into the points with a 7th place with his teammate Fernando Alonso right behind him in 8th. Daniel Ricciardo finishes in 9th with Esteban Gutierrez getting into the top 10 and getting the final championship point here today. But that's it for today's race of the 2 Laps Down Championship Challenge. I'm just going to quickly look at where everyone else finished down further in the field. So our guys who were lap were Marcus Ericsson, Felipe Nasr and Danny Kvyat, and Kimi Räikkönen did not finish. But that is it though for today's 2 Laps Down Championship Challenge. If you have enjoyed the episode, don't forget to smash that like button, share the video with your friends, and also subscribe if you haven't already done so. But I will see you next time for another episode of the 2 Laps Down Championship Challenge. Remember, don't forget to leave a comment down below. What track would you like to see me do next? Remember, don't leave any suggestions for one I've already done. If you want to see those tracks, just look at the playlist to see what I've already done. And if you want to go check out those ones, you can certainly do so as well. There'll be a little playlist in the top right corner of your screens. But I will see you next time with the 2 Laps Down Championship Challenge. I'll see you tomorrow as well for another episode of my career mode. But until then, it's goodbye from me.